Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. JC is with me right now. Tayloa is, I think, going to be joining us soon later. But he has a football game on that he's been wanting to watch. So, football before farming, I guess.
Boo.
Boo. Anyway, JC and I have not been on the farm. Well, JC's been on more recently than I have and made some serious money. So you can see here we have close to $1 million, which is great. Once we are done with this harvest, we are going to buy some cows and start the feeding process. But in the meantime, while JC's out, he's going to plant this field over here. What are we planting, JC?
I don't know. What do you want to go with? I'm not exactly sure what we need.
Did we get straw off of soybeans?
We got, I think, yeah, we got like a soybean straw though.
That works for the cows, though, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Why don't we put down soybean again on this one? Or if you want to do, I mean, how did the black beans do? What else do we have as far as crops?
We got rye on that small field.
Okay, so we're going to try rye. We got
15.
cabbage, red cabbage, alfalfa, clover, and black bean.
And black bean is right here on 16.
Cabbage and red cabbage are going to require a special harvester, right?
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and put black beans down? They seem to do pretty well financially, right?
Yes.
Then let's do it. I'm going to grab the harvester and we'll get this started. I should have brought a cup of coffee up. Jeepers criminy. I stayed up way too late last night.
Oh yeah, how late?
We had a guest this weekend, and so I didn't get to visit Moni at all. So she was, she got up and I stayed up with her and we were playing. I think I went to bed at about 5. So we played Minecraft till 5 o'clock in the morning my time, and so I got up like at noon today. But I had no work today, so I don't have anything going on the calendar until tomorrow. But and thankfully that doesn't start till 11, so I got to. It's great. My workload has really picked up over the last couple weeks, and I'm praying that it keeps going for a while because we've needed the work and the money, so
right.
it's good. Now, unfortunately, last week I had that flu, so I was sick and I missed 2 weddings.
Corona?
No, just a fever and chills and a stomach. And it lasted like 2.5 days, but it was during a wedding, and that sucked because I lost probably $1,000.
Oh,
or close to $1,000 of income. Now, do the black beans leave straw of any kind?
no.
Okay.
And I just figured out you actually have to plow you have to till the oilseed radish under to get that first level, and then when you go back and plant, you get the second level.
Oh, so it's not making 2 levels?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, so pause what you're doing, I guess, then.
Okay.
And tell you what. How much do you think we're going to make from this black bean harvest off of 16?
Pretty decent amount.
Like 300,000?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I mean, do you want to get a larger tractor maybe and a cultivator?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
My language.
Okay, so I'll let you make the decisions on what you want to do as far as the pieces of equipment. But let's. I mean, do you think we should go up like to an 8 series, or do you think a 7 series would do?
Ooh.
Because right now our tractors are. Hey, Tayloa.
Hey.
You said hey.
Hey.
What's up, Tayloa? Like, do you think how's the game going, man?
They're losing.
Oh, bummer.
Ooh.
Hang on one second.
Who are they playing?
Huh?
Who are they playing?
Giants.
Oh.
Where is it? Minnesota? You said the Vikings?
No, Pittsburgh, New York.
Ah, okay. Wait a minute. You're a Pirates fan, or a
Steelers fan.
or Steelers fan? Pirates. Oh my God.
Pirates baseball. Yeah, I'm a Steelers fan. Huge Steelers fan.
Half my neighborhood, they're all Steelers fans because they're all from like West Virginia.
And then the other half is Cleveland fans.
Yeah. There aren't any Cleveland fans left, my friend.
If there were, they all left yesterday when they got clobbered.
Oh God.
Oh man, that's worse than clobbered. What happened to them yesterday?
I didn't think any Browns fans still existed.
What the Ravens did to them would be like a bunny rabbit getting run over by a train.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the story of the Browns, though, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so we're deciding on a new tractor, Tayloa. Would you guys think a 7 Series would be enough?
Yeah, probably.
That's going to go half of our money, but we should. I mean, if you want to start upgrading to larger,
Oh no! Oh, I gotta update mods.
that's cool. Let us know when you're ready to
It's
log
just
in.
one of the, I think it's just one of the John Deere's.
The 8R.
Yeah. So do you want to do 8R or 8RT?
Probably 8R.
Okay, and then so the snooty tractor, and then I guess just pick a large cultivator to go with it. And
The 8R. I would say the 8R with the wheels looks better. I'm not a track fan all that much.
yeah.
So are we doing 8RT or?
Nope.
We
8.
don't-
So just 8R. You can do the
Okay.
U.S. version one that we got.
I was gonna say we don't have it, so I mean, is the 7R too small for what we're trying to do? It's probably a little cheaper.
I was thinking that's what I was going for was maybe 7R.
I mean, if the 7R is fine horsepower, I'm fine with the 7.
What's the largest horsepower you can get on a 7R, JC?
Let me go back and look. 'Cause
Okay.
I was just in the 8R.
Oops.
You don't have the 2020 pack in there. Say get the 8RX.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
But you don't have that mod
352.
pack.
352 horsepower.
352. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna look in here too.
That's actually pretty good for the 7R.
So the big coils are, let's see, 400, 300. I'm looking at the different. What's this guy? That's a 400. 560.
It's cheaper than getting the base 8R with less power.
Oh, interesting. How much did you say it was?
I forgot. It's like 280 or 290. And then the base 8R is 300.
Oh no, I meant horsepower wise.
Oh,
What's the 7R 325?
yes. Yeah, 352.
Okay, so we could put a Joker 12 RT on there,
Mm-hmm.
the horse cultivator.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
Okay.
What are we doing?
Buying a 7R,
7R.
7310.
Okay. 7310. Nice. That's
And then
And pop it-
Joker, you said
Yeah, pop the Joker on there because if we're gonna be doing, we're gonna use the Star cultivator / seeders to put down the oilseed radish,
okay.
and then we'll put the
Did you ever get that cedar I told you about?
which one's that?
The Great Plains from the Mod Hub?
No, hold on. Wow, that was the fastest sync I've ever seen in my life.
I usually sync pretty quick.
That was like you were like immediate. Tay Tay, can you, since you're hopped on, can you grab the auger wagon and unload my harvester?
Yep.
I'm on field 16 on the verge.
I'll do it.
Are we returning one of these vehicles or still keeping it?
Let's hold on to them for now.
Okay.
You know, it's. I don't feel like we're probably not going to get much money out of them because they weren't real expensive to begin with. Let me take a look and see what we got. I mean, maybe we could. We could maybe turn in the 6.
Yeah, I would say woohoo, touchdown Steelers. I would say
Ooh.
I would say probably keep the tractors, and if we find one that's like just sitting and never being used, then we could sell it at that.
Yeah.
Point. But for now, you never know what you'd use it for.
Yeah, like the 7, we really only need to use for the heavy stuff. Now, okay,
Right.
so here's a question, JC, and Taylor, do you guys want to buy a bigger seeder, and then we'll sell the Amazon seeders?
Do we want to what?
Do you want to just get rid of the Amazon seeders and buy a larger seeder?
Yes.
I would.
Okay, what do we got available then?
That's why I was saying we should. Are you recording yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I was actually thinking about backing out and grabbing that Great Plains. It's just like the one that's in game, but it's not quite as wide.
The Great Plains.
It's smaller, cheaper. So it's like where is it? Is it in Cedars or in...
I think you're talking about the planters with the green Great Plains one.
Yeah.
The only downside is that doesn't fertilize when it plants.
I think the mod does.
Hmm.
Maybe not. I'm not sure, but I know it's instead of 18 meters, because that 18 meters is almost too big for what our field.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking is because that one, I think the mod one is 13 meters, I believe. It'll plant everything we need. I don't remember if it fertilizes or not. But like all these other seeders and planters are like not typical American at all. The Great Plains is.
Okay, we can do that. Well, why don't we just get the one that's in the game?
I mean, we can if you want.
Yeah, let's just do that. I mean, we'll go with that one. I will just have to.
That bigger.
We're gonna have to figure out another way to fertilize, so we might have to get a fertilizer. I think I have a fertilizer though, don't I? I'll look.
Yeah, it has lime in it, but it should just dump out.
Do we have a sprayer?
No.
Maybe pick one of those up too.
What
do we just sell?
If we're doing oilseed radish, we can.
Oh, the star.
That's one fertilizer state.
Okay.
And then we'll plant, and then once we get the first stage growth, we can just put down some solid fertilizer with that spreader we already have.
Okay.
Yeah. I just dropped. I just sold those 2 Pulte plows that I bought.
Okay.
I say if we have enough money when we're done buying stuff, and we wanted to get a sprayer, then we could just do solid fertilizer and spraying potentially. But
so then the question is this.
And whoever buys the Great Plains, add the 3-point attacher, please, and thank you.
Okay.
Because when you do just the trailer attacher, it doesn't have as big a turn radius.
Oh.
About the turn, but you have to put the 3-point on, and it'll turn better.
So here's an idea then. Why don't we trade in the 7,000 series and the 6,000 series and get a second 7R? Because we're gonna have a big seeder and a big cultivator, and one person can run the cultivator and one person can run behind with the seeder.
What are our tractors at right now?
Horsepower wise?
209, 203. Because we may not need a 7R.
Well, the
What's the Great Plains under?
It's under planters.
Okay.
It's the last one in the list.
Oh, okay.
That requires
280
horsepower.
Yeah.
So maybe a 6R fully maxed out. What's a maxed out 6R?
The base 6R is 280 horsepower, and the max is 300. So
Low lag. So if we max out a 6R,
and that's 238,000. Whereas if you go up to the 7R, 238, 260.
This is the 7530. This only has 209, so you want to sell the
Yeah, get rid of the
two
get
tractors?
get rid of the
Bought the
keep the oldest one. Keep the 440, 40, 44, 44.
JC,
Okay.
you bought the wrong one.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Wrong what?
7R.
No, I didn't.
You bought the European version.
Oh,
We have the 7R US 7R mod.
oh,
So we have
Oh
a
my-
US version, and he buys the European in-game model.
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Fired.
Oh gosh.
God.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, there we go.
Oh
Oh
god.
my word.
We just lost
Oh my
like
word.
$30,000 down the drain. Actually,
Yeah,
probably
we-
not that much. Maybe like 10.
Yeah, we'll get it back with this black bean harvest. No problem.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
stuff makes money.
They're pretty dense too. I'm liking how much I'm pulling off the field. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Speaking of, do you need a?
I will here. I'm at 87%.
Okay. What have you guys talked about? What we're doing for forage harvester? Are we just gonna lease one when we need one?
Well, once we have the tractors thing sorted out, no, we'll buy one. We're just gonna have to run a couple more harvests because obviously we've just spent money
'Cause,
on.
I mean, technically, a farm of this size in real life would probably pay for a custom harvesting to come in, so we could just. So leasing would be more realistic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I mean, we
Woo!
have what?
Are you happy now?
I am.
You got a more dinky looking John Deere.
More dinky looking.
It's got the more narrow tires, so. and
Yeah,
and
it's
no
got-
and no 3-point linkage on the front.
Oh, I'm
And-
full. Oops.
And it's got these spikes on here like we're on grease going down the water drain here, trying to tear up somebody else's.
And then when he brings the 6 back, Tay, switch out with him, and he can actually. Well,
Six.
yeah, because we're gonna buy a 6R and a 7R, right?
Okay. Yeah.
The 6R we don't have a mod, so you just have to live with the European version.
And then you can take that. The 2 older John Deeres are gonna go back, so to sell.
No, but not my 40 series, right?
No, the 40 is gonna stay, but
Okay.
we're saying goodbye to the 6092S
69,
90
20, yeah.
692015's thing. Yeah, you know what I meant.
By 6920.
I think you're full, by the way.
I am.
Okay.
Okay, so then we need the Great Plains, right?
Yes.
All right.
So we get to size up on tractors, which is a good thing.
Woohoo! All my hard work paid off.
It did.
Yay. Now you're not going to have to take forever to seed the field.
Though when we put oilseed radish down, it still will take a while. Though honestly, we could use our setup for that too.
I'll say you can use the bigger seeder for it.
Yeah, maybe we should just sell those to.
What we can do when we're putting oilseed radish down to get it done faster is one of us can have the bigger one and 2 of us can run the smaller ones. Just keep the smaller ones and we can put stuff. I mean, we could even keep the smaller seeders and we can use all 3 of them and just get the planting done even faster.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 of us, so 2 of us with the small ones, somebody with the big one on the larger field.
I think we already sold the small ones.
Oh, did you?
Did you sell them already, JC?
No.
Okay.
No, I just sold the Culti plows and then the
Oh.
one tractor.
Okay.
Where am I going?
I do believe we have a cultivator in there that we have 2 cultivators and 2 seeders.
Yes, that's what he was saying. Like we can. The downside is though, if I'm trying to think of how to like what
Easy for
Tay
you to say.
what Tay was saying was to use the one person can run the big cultivator and the big seeder, and then the other 2 people can run the small ones. The only downside is the small ones cultivate and seed at the same time, and they fertilize, whereas the big one only does one or the other. So I don't know, like staying in sync with each other might be difficult.
Well, with the if we're worried about the fertilizers part of it, we can just not put fertilizer in them, and then they don't fertilize.
Yeah, true.
And as far as the cultivating, that would just somebody can have the big tractor go cultivate, then plant, and then the other two can just work on seed. Because the other two, I mean, that Great Plains is going to seed. It's 3 times those other ones, so it's
yeah,
by itself.
I'm trying to think of how.
And you know what? That great.
What are you thinking, Tay?
Okay, this Great Plains doesn't. The modded Great Plains actually cultivates as well.
Okay, yeah. See, they don't in real life though.
They actually, well.
Or do they? Are there no-till?
Technically, no, but I mean, you could no-till. It would be basically just no-tilling, so it can, but it can't.
Right.
It doesn't. It's not to be honest. In America, we don't have planters that cultivate and plant.
Okay.
I'm not even sure.
America.
Wonder why that is.
Because like a lot of these, like and even the star that we have says it cultivates, but I don't know how. It doesn't have any cultivation. It just does.
I know in real life they're supposed to.
I mean, I guess it does. It has a little blade, but it's not like that's not really cultivating in the way of cultivating.
Yeah.
So you're not really doing anything to the ground other than you've got some blades up front that are breaking up a few clumps. That's it.
Huh. So it's not really digging in. Yeah.
No, it's not like this Vader stat they've got where it's got a whole setup on the front of it.
Right. That actually tears up the ground.
Yeah, I don't really see much stuff like that, honestly, in America too much. Not that we don't have any, I haven't seen them.
I'm at 82%, by the way.
Okay, I'm coming back. But yeah, basically, I mean, American farming, it seems like everyone's trying to go to no-till anyway, so.
Now, what's the point behind that? Just easier to...
Less damage on the ground, I guess.
Oh.
Because every time you cultivate, you...
lose topsoil, yeah.
I guess it's bad for the environment. I don't know exactly all the science.
Well, you're tearing off a layer of soil, and it has a chance to blow away, and...
Yeah.
You know, so it actually is...
It dries out. You lose moisture, too.
Yep.
So a lot of places where they don't get a lot of moisture, they try not to cultivate because they don't want to mix up that. And almost no one ever like plows the way they do in this game.
Right. Right.
Like no, but like the 3, 4, 5 bottom plows, like you don't see those. Like farms still have them, but I haven't seen one of those in a field in ages. Now,
I saw somebody down where we are, kind of by Sky Park Airport. They had a field that they had obviously plowed, was all turned over. You could see the furrows. I was like, oh, somebody actually plowed. So
I think every once in a while, like
yeah,
and it really depends. I think a lot of the smaller ones still do because they have smaller setups that actually cause more compaction.
Right.
But like these bigger ones where they've got, combines with tracks and they've got everything set up to do as little compaction as possible, they really don't need it. What those places do is like what Millennial Farmer does, and they just have a deep bander that it doesn't completely flip the soil over, but it goes down deep enough that it breaks up the compaction.
Right.
But those aren't cheap, so some of the smaller farmers still just stick to the plowing.
A deep disker. All right, go get your new tractor. Do it. I don't know. How's the transporting going, JC?
Oh, fine. I up both back at once because we have follow me on.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Follow me. Yeah, I will say maybe sometime eventually it'd be nice to get a bigger harvester or a second harvester.
Personally, I would. Personally, JC. Well, never mind. I'll just shut up now.
What were you gonna say?
Just critiquing JC's buying again.
Oh boy. What'd I do now?
Well, since you're using that to cultivate, I personally would have put duels on the rear, but
Well, you can always do it at the shop. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
You mean the cosmetic look of dual wheels?
Actually, from what somebody said, they did testing and they found that they actually do make a difference in the game.
Really?
Yep,
they actually can.
Yep, it'll keep the wheels from slipping.
Mm-hmm. You get more ground contact. So I'm switching over to the 6R for the
Yep.
karting.
And JC's going to continue his cultivation of the...
Yeah.
So what do you think then? Should we go for a bigger harvester next? We'll keep this one and add a second one?
Yeah, I think add a second one would be good because there's enough of us that you can have someone carting back and forth and.
Mm-hmm.
And do you want to get the same size one then, or do you want to go for the larger one?
Maybe one size up. And I would also say a bigger cart.
Okay.
'Cause now we have bigger tractors to pull a bigger cart, so we can hold more. And if we're gonna have two harvesters, you're gonna want more capacity on your cart.
Yep.
The truck can stay the same. We got enough truck space for now.
Harvesting black bean.
It's amazing how much bigger this 6R is than the other one.
Makes the cart look tiny now?
No, still works out. It was a big cart on those tractors, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I've seen that, like, seeing it live, like, around us when the farmers use those big carts. They pull it with some pretty hefty tractors.
Well, I was watching Welker Farms the other day, and they got a trial on a quad track, on the Case quad track.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
And so they've been pulling it around with one of the giant auger wagon, and even that big quad track looks small. Like those auger wagons are huge.
You want to catch me on the fly?
Yep.
Now, isn't that a nice looking tractor?
It's a nice looking plow. Or
How do you
cultivator.
how do you like that new cultivator? Oh,
Oh.
I see it doing big things.
That is so much better than the other one.
I very much like it. All of the contracts.
Contracts are going to be easier now. Now he can make lots of money.
Contracts were. It was well worth doing the contracts to get this. Yes.
All right, JC, your goal next time is to get us to 1 million in between recording sessions.
Poor JC. I'll try to help you when I can, Jace.
I should try. I've been so addicted to Minecraft lately, it's just been hard to play anything else.
Oh, it's fine. I don't mind at all.
I have a love-hate relationship with Minecraft. The thing that makes me crazy is that Moni always like quits and starts a new world.
Oh.
And I'm like, but I had all this, but
Mm-hmm.
It's because she plays so much more than the rest of us.
I know she does.
gets
She
bored.
plays like 8 hours a day. I'm like, man, Moni, she's Minecraft addicted.
It's like, she's like, the other day, she's like, I got so many diamonds. I'm like, I've got 8. Like
I
barely
found
got
15 in like a 10-minute period, man. I was like, diamonds.
Have you actually been on this server?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I've
Yes.
seen you join the Discord, but I haven't actually seen you on.
Yes. Today was a day of anger. They decided that they were going to play a headhunter game, and for some reason they wanted me to be involved in it, even though I didn't really want to. So for a long time, I evaded them. They were looking for me. Moni knows where my mine is, but I secretly took the candles down and then blocked it up with the same colored terracotta. So then I just blocked it off and went down to my mine, and then I dug a whole bunch of false staircases, so they had no idea which way I went.
Oh.
But eventually I came up, and then she killed me and took my head. But it was great because while I was in my mine, I found a sword that catches things on fire. So even though she killed me, she also died. Because I set her on fire before she killed me. So then the best thing was then that Jagged Life came after me, the other guy, and he came into my house and tried to kill me while I was crafting, and I turned around and I set him on fire, and he ran back out, and I chased after him, and he misstepped and fell off my mountain. I was like, "Don't mess with me."
I got real mad at it the other day because I was down in my mine and I found a cave, and so I started exploring.
Yeah.
But my stupid self decided not to put all my stuff away before doing it.
Oh, right.
So I had a bunch of iron, I had some gold blocks I had mined, just a whole bunch of stuff in my inventory. And I was in a cave, and I was up on a ledge, and a skeleton came out of nowhere, shot me. I fell off into a lake of lava and lost everything. I was level 26, lost all my XP.
I've learned in that game to be very, very careful about cave exploring. I almost never do it unless I see.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, if I see minerals nearby, I'll grab them, but I don't go very far outside of that range.
No,
because there's too much that can happen.
Yeah, where I was, I kind of wanted to because my mine had kind of opened up into it at the bottom.
Right.
And if I didn't go in there and light it up, I'd keep having mobs spawning in there.
Right.
So I kind of had to, but
no, I'm just super careful. And if I find lava, I always block it off with cobblestone so that you can't just walk into it and fall into it. Like, I'll leave it there so you can see it, but I put a lip around it so that I don't mistakenly walk into it.
Gotcha.
So I'm super. I almost never die anymore in that game unless people attack me.
Right.
But
which happens.
But yeah, so I got mad at them and I gave them the proverbial Minecraft finger, and hopped in my boat when they came after me again. Like, they both came after me, so I just hopped in my boat and sailed away, and stayed at some village like 5,000 chunks away.
Didn't Simone make it a rule that there's no PvP unless the...
Yes, of course, but I'm her husband, so
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care. She's like, "Hey, let's ambush Arthur so you can steal his head." I could hear her. She's like, "Honey, I got something for you." I'm like, "Really? What?" And I could hear her typing him, like whispering. Like, "What do you got for me, honey?" You'll see. Just come here. Bye.
If she was gonna do that, what she should have done is put added to the server the ability to or turned on the settings so you don't lose your stuff when you die. Then I'd be like,
that's cool.
Kill me. I'd be like, fine, come get my head. I don't care. I'm not gonna lose my stuff.
Right.
But if you don't want to lose all your stuff because they're attacking you.
We had fun. I was laughing pretty hard.
The biggest one is it's hard. Like, I don't know, maybe it's not for other people, but for me, I find it hard to level up. And for enchanting, you got to be high level to enchant stuff. So I don't want to die constantly and keep losing my level.
I'm trying to think of what we fixed. Yeah. No, it's tough.
So, unless you're Simone and you play a ton and you found yourself a nice skeleton spawner and you can get all the XP you want, so you don't care. On the last server, she let me use...
Yeah, me too.
It.
Yep, I used the skeleton spawner.
Stuff, and then she quit the server anyway, so it doesn't matter.
She's keeping it, but...
I hope she keeps this one for a while, because I've got... If she gets rid of this one, I'm just not doing another one.
Tell her that.
Give up.
I'll tell her too. I'll say, Tayloa says if you get rid of this, he's not coming back.
Because the first one...
Tayloa says.
The first one, I got it, because... we didn't go really far enough away. It really wasn't working. she was right. We were too close. This one,
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone, so I'm pretty sure I'm far enough away from
Yeah,
her.
no, it's good. I'm close to Moni, but I helped her start her island, and then I moved over to a neighboring island, but I'm still like an ocean away. Like, we're not going to cross mines unless we're really unlucky.
So, okay, so you went north of the spawn like she did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'm on a terracotta island. I wanted to mess around with the terracotta stuff.
I went southwest.
Okay. I need to make a map.
I found myself a village, and I basically made my area right next to the village, so...
I like the villages because you can get like blast furnace and stuff like that right away.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So you don't have to use your own materials to make them.
The village I found even had got me some books.
Okay. That's nice when you find the library.
Yeah. I was like, yay.
Yay,
books.
enchanting.
So I've already got I've got an enchanting table with 15 bookshelves already. So
There you go.
I'm all ready to go. I just got to start leveling up so I can enchant some more. And oh my god, find more diamonds.